Many, many of you in the comments have been asking, why are you holding on to the stat boosters in your inventory? Well, the answer is that I'm a filthy, wishy-washy nerd who doesn't know whether or not I want to keep them or not. When in actuality, I should just be using them. Or getting rid of them. Just pick one. Either they stop taking up space in my inventory because I use them, or because I send them to Blair. But you see, I'm going to continue to be a filthy centrist who refuses to take a side.
There is no meme. This is just a threat.
You look important. I could get a fine ransom. Or I could just kill you here. Either one works for me. You shall do nothing. I must strike you down. Ow. You can't double an armor knight, dude? Come on, Zeke, that's like what they're known for having happen to them. Alright, so what I'm actually pleasantly surprised by is that triggering Vulture does not trigger those bastards. So I think I just have Hyperius do this, right? Unless... Oh, Leela could do that. I don't think I intend to use her long term, but this river's my post. I'll have my head if I don't kill ya. Sorry, but them's the breaks. How ironic. The Vulture becomes the new Carrion. You're really calling yourself the Vulture. Bro, you're not him, alright? You are not everyone's favorite iconic Spider-Man villain, the Vulture. Alright, let's see. What do you Chucklenuts have equipped? Sword, Lance, Axe. So no matter who gets put here, they're gonna get hit by the whole kit, and quite possibly even the caboodle. So let's just use Hyperius. There is no shame in using the man who exists to eat up hits. Anyone else have any talk conversations here? No? Okay. Alright. Enemy phase. Ooh, I didn't expect Hyperius to be doubling. That's interesting. Yeah, sure enough, he actually is just killing all three of them. Okay. I think that Iron Sword has seen the last of its noble duty. You don't have a hammer, do you? Alright. Well, let's put that new steel sword to work. Very nice. That guy's on a fort, so probably not Alexis. But Zacharias can handle it. Get himself his first level up. Those are pretty good stats, I must admit. And you're going to wait right here, which triggers that. And you're going to wait right here, which triggers that. Might not have wanted to do that so soon, in hindsight. But what's this? It appears that the fort right there has created a natural one-tile-wide choke point. Ain't that just quacking crazy? What in the... Is that thing a wyvern? That doesn't look like any wyverns I've read about. It's too large and bloodthirsty. We should probably make a break for it, Your Highness. Especially since I'm quite sure it'll cause enough fuss to draw a crowd. Alright. So, Ooh. The music changed. Alright, the game just told me to book it. But that Master Seal in that guy's hand is telling me to stay. So, honestly, who do I believe? This is nice music. I don't know what this is from, but I fuck with it. Alright, well, the good news appears to be... Hang on, can you kill this guy in 2 shots? Yes, okay. Am I afraid of you? Speed of 15, speed of 10. You'll double her. But 31 minus 19 plus weapon triangle advantage, she'll live. She won't live comfortably, but she'll live. Now, the other thing that happens is you go over here and do this. And then that frees up you to go over here with the Partisan. And then, even if Damien can't kill you on his own, which he can, but even if he couldn't, I have the power of Adept, which should be able to deal with the Wyverns as well. I think. I didn't really look at the Wyvern stats because I just assumed I could take this. That might not be true. That just might not be true at all. She dodged a 97. Alright, we don't know how significant that is. Okay, alright. Hyperius did say we were probably drawing a crowd. So, I can't act like I shouldn't have been more prepared for this. And let me see their damage. Alright, 29 with 19 speed. That's scary. Let me check something here. Acid Breath. Corrosive Breath of a Wyvern. So 29 damage. Actually, if I have faith in Damien, he might be able to handle, or at least deal a huge chunk to the Wyverns right now by himself. And there we go. Vulnerary, that's nice. Alright. I'm gonna move back here. You're gonna use this. I'm still looking. Alright. Maybe having Zeke right here will also, like, have one Wyvern go after, Damien, one go after Zeke. That might be what they decide to do. Alright, oh wait, they can both go after Zeke. Well, either way, they'll be taking damage. I hope. Alright, you're going to equip that hand axe. Oh wait, you have a halberd. Yeah, we're just going to do this. Alright. The game is telling me to run, but what if I'm smarter than the game? Did the game ever consider that? Ouchies. Ooh, Hyperius level up. That's a pretty nice level up. Ouch. Alright, that hurts. but not enough to kill. So I am absolutely worried about Damien. But I think I might just clutch this. Speaking of the aforementioned Damien, Adept, Steel Bow, that'll get the kill on the boss. I think I need to do that. No, it isn't. What am I... Yeah, it is. For some reason, I thought for a moment it didn't. Ignore me, alright? I had a panic attack for no fucking reason. Alright, he's leveling very nicely. What's his niche? Sam's was infinite range. Charlie was bulk. What's your niche again? Bowfair, Adept, Lunge. Okay, well, Lunge is really funny with an archer. Especially if I get my hands on one of them 5-range bows. But it seems to be his niche is getting Bowfair plus his ridiculous strength stat plus Adept. His niche is he does a bazillion damage. Honestly, not a bad niche to have. Looking over at you. You have a weapon that deals 2 more damage. Let me check here. That's going to be 12. Okay, that's not going to kill Leela. Because she has access to Lone Wolf. So I can do that. Alright, she's leveling speed really nicely. Oh god, am I replacing Rachel as my Falcon Knight? I mean, I guess I could have 2 of them. And if I think about it, who do I have for swords over on Blair's army? Joseph can technically wield one. Agnes. But I think Agnes... Is Agnes my only... Oh, Stefan. Right, Stefan. Alright, you know what? There are some thoughts that are going to have to be thought. But okay. You can't reach you from there, so, like... Alright, you know, I don't think... I mean, that guy will die to, Leela. If I missed his hand axe, I could just switch to Hyperius. Instead, I think I'm going to have Hyperius over there to intercept you. Or maybe have Zacharias do that? What's your damage? 28 damage. 11 defense. Alright, so you don't kill him. So we'll put you right there, armed with that. Very nice. I think Alexis is simply going to not miss this. As I said. Actually, wait, 84... I want Alexis to get one more kill and then give her the promotion on, fuck, what's it? The weapon that... The Master Seal. Why did I forget the name of the Master Seal? Alright, you know what? It don't matter, alright? This shit don't matter. I'm nailing it. Alright, Zacharias. Absolute goated behavior from you. Alright, do you have reposition? No, you have smite, which, functionally will work. Alright, you'll kill with the hand axe? That's good. Zacharias, fall back. Alexis. Perfect. Level 16. It got us some speed and defense. Very nice. And now we can have her retreat to the safety of the woods. Leela can rest on a fort just in case that matters. I really hope it doesn't matter, but it might matter. Okay. Looks like we survived. This was a tough one. I really like this map. But now I've got two generals. Oh, she looks so fucking cool. Oh, yeah. Does that shit say 7 HP? Those are some promotion gains, baby. She's faster than Hyperius, bulkier than Hyperius. Well, no, his defense, his HP's a little higher. His resistance is a bit better. What was this thing again? Oh, subdue, right. Alright, so not exactly perfect, but more than delightful. Okay. As long as there aren't any kind of mysterious ambush fuck you reinforcements at the very end, which there don't seem to be, I think we're good. So, we have a woman that can wield every weapon type and has a fuck ton of advantages for doing so. I'm literally, even though it's pretty clear that we've made it through the worst, I'm still not having anyone actually escape until everyone can escape on the same turn. Alexis, take the steel sword. And don't I have 2 javelins? Yeah, okay. Alexis can take the other javelin. Perfect. She now has complete command of the weapon triangle. Well, I do declare that that was an amazing chapter, and that I am simply that smart for having cleared it. Yup. And there we go. Careful, everyone. Why am I still here? Forget it. Not bad. Not bad at all. I shall be up ahead. I should stay here, but if you say so. I've made it out. The future awaits us. Did everyone make it through? I believe so. Thank you for your assistance, strangers. It's nothing at all. You may ask, who are you anyway? If I may, it's alright, Hyperius. They helped us out. The least they deserve is to know who we are. I am Ezekiel Johannes Curian. You can just call me Zeke. Aren't you dead? It's a long story. This could be big. Real big. If either of us cared for the war, that is. But really, we just wander, hunt, the like. On occasion, grill it up with Uncle Toby. You and this Uncle Toby guy. I want to meet him. Point is, war's not our life. I see. Well, you did well today. Would you care to stick with us? I wouldn't mind. What about you, Zach? Sure. It's something to do. That's settled then. Let's press onward. I believe we're starting to near Elbaore. Very well. Onwards. Hey, wasn't Brandel getting his shit Oh, okay. We have a camp episode. Alright, fair enough. For some reason, I thought there wouldn't be any wandering. After navigating the rivers of Istra, Zeke's party pauses to take a rest. Though the hot sun beams down upon Istra's arid landscape, fucking tell me about it, it's felt like 100 degrees in Maryland every goddamn day. Wooded groves between the mountains serve as beautiful camping sites. We've been making good progress, Prince. I believe we can afford to make camp here for the rest of the day. I agree. Some rest would do us good. Plus, this be a good chance to get to know those Ixtrans better. Indeed. Well then, how's this clearing look? Seems like a good spot to me. I'll find us some grub. Want to help, Zach? Sure. Glad to see we'll be well fed, at least. I'll see about getting a fire going. Good plan. Alexis and I can pitch some tents. Leela'll keep watch, I guess. Well then. Later that day. That's that. Should be all set on firewood for the night. Guess I'll check up on the others. Hopefully they're not already tired of me. Dude, you've been... Tell them not to talk to your allies. Just do it. When you're done, interact with the campfire to continue. Alright. Woo! Let's start with you. What? I just wanted to see how you've been faring. I spit on everything you and your father stand for. Wow. A real charmer, ain't she? And yet, you're still here. It's something to do. There's an answer. Please bother someone else. Alright. Again, thanks. You've done well. Don't try and flatter me. It doesn't work. Words of a woman weak to flattery. Thanks for the help back there, Zacharias. Think nothing of it. Alright. I would have thought a missing prince would be more... Forget it. Huh? Be well, Prince. Alright, we have a guy who's not very good at talking, but that's fine. I can do the yapping for both of us. The Prince of Elbaore. That's still insane to me. Really? Aren't you from Istra? Yeah, but your death was a big deal for a lot of the continent. Of course, the revolution was also going on, so yeah. Istra would be up in flames if the Emperor died. Yeah, about that, buddy. About that. Well, maybe that's a bit dramatic. Isn't the Emperor decided by a combat tournament? Yep. So I guess it'd be less literal flames and more so flames of ambition? Zach and I live more in the wild, so this doesn't really impact us anyway. Whoever's on the throne doesn't change the critters in the woods. That's a good way to look at it. Well, unless the guy on the throne is actively destroying the woods. You know. I don't care about politics until politics care about me. Indeed. Still, to think that our Emperor seeks to conquer Ulmaron. It's unexpected. I've barely even heard of that. Hopefully it's all resolved by the time we reach Elbaore. It could be resolved right now, depending on how the timeline shakes up. So, tell me more about the trip down to Helenus. You mentioned having, and losing, a raft. Not really much to say, Prince. We rafted through the lowlands. That place is remarkably dangerous, and so we wanted to minimize any time we spent there. And then, disaster struck. At least the journey wasn't too unbearable on foot. The world's quite large, but it's still smaller than you think. I've barely been tracking how long we've been from Helenus, so I'll just take your word for that. In any case, I appreciate you braving the world for my sake. Think nothing of it. I've served your father my whole life, and I'll serve you as long as I can. So, are we gonna get an explanation on the raft? How did you and Alexis not sink? Your Highness, what's the matter? Nothing specifically. It's still strange that I can actually say that. The world's thought you dead for most of my life. And your life too, I guess. My father's among them. Do you remember anything of him? I was quite young when last I saw him, but I faintly remember that he was a gentleman. Nothing concrete besides that. Soon enough, you'll finally get to meet him for real. Brandel is not surviving long enough to see this happen. Or if he is, it will only be for about 10 minutes and then he'll die. I'm proud to serve you and him both. Also, what happened to that gambler dude? Shouldn't he be here? The fire's quite nice. That it is. It feels weird to think that I'm almost home. I'd imagine it's unusual, but it's a good thing. You're the future of Elbaore. You deserve to return home. Yeah. Well then, we'll continue our journey tomorrow. Alright, pleasant little diversion. And we are now on to Chapter C. Time Long Gone. That's not a very uplifting title. I got some bad feelings. The natural defenses of Elbaore, combined with its valiant military efforts, have resulted in a stalemate with Istra. After Blair's decisive victory at the Ixtran Palace, some Ixtrans, perhaps in an act of defiance, continue to press the offensive in Elbaore. As Zeke steps foot in his homeland for the first time in over a decade, he will have to confront the reverberations of this conflict. We're here. Elbaore, the land of your birth. It's truly remarkable. Mountains as far as the eye can see. Indeed. Anyways, there's a manor up ahead. It's owned by an old friend, we'll say. If we make it there, we're as good as done. What's the holdup then? Of course! Let's proceed. What? The fuck? What was that? The Ixtrans. They're pulling back. Is the war over? If that's the case, why are some of them not retreating? Do they seriously intend to prolong this conflict? Clearly, this war is past. What's driving them to fight? If I had to guess, maybe stubborn pride? Whatever the case, keep your guard up. I also see bandits about. If they wreck that manor, well, it's all over for us. I'm not quite sure I follow, but very well. Alright then. Are you kidding me? See those colors over the horizon? Vaguely. If I see them right, that's... Mevian? What are they doing here? Seems to be a small group. Likely just some opportunists. We'll stop them. It's my duty to protect my kingdom. Aptly put, Prince. It's time to move out. Of course. Everyone, this is it. One final push, and I'll be back home. Escape to the manor in the northwest corner of the map. Enemy brigands can attack it like a village. If the manor is destroyed, the game is over. Alright, why does this guy have an exclamation mark? Axe Buster. Alright, got it. And a Shatter Spear. Alright, well, who's the boss here? Hark! Brother of Mark and Stark seeks to ransack Elbaore. They really made these, like, trio of brothers just for us all to kill them all. Kind of funny, actually. Longbow and a heal staff? Alright, that's big. Why is it giving me a heal staff? And a shock stick. Oh, I want that too. Light brand. Okay, we're getting some stuff. Alright, I'm getting a healer at some point soon. Could even be from up here. Alright, gonna have to think about this. Do I simply bank on Leela not dying of instant death by attacking this guy? She would need to dodge, I'm assuming, either this... Okay, so she's fine. Because now she'll go up there, you can attack her, and you can attack her, but I don't think you guys can combine for a kill. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, okay. This does not interfere with Lone Wolf. It does interfere with Zeke not dying, but... Alright, so you have supports... Alright. Let's... Alright, what do you have equipped? An axe and an axe. Okay. So you'll go right here, armed with that steel sword, and we'll do this support conversation. How have you been holding up, Alexis? We're nearly back. Sir, I've been well. Ha! Glad to see your enthusiasm has not yet dulled. This is a glorious age for the land of Elbaore. Enthusiasm is quite appropriate, Sir Hyperius. Suppose you're right, young one. The end of a war, the return of a prince. It's almost too good to believe, sir. You know, you don't have to keep calling me sir, right? We've been through more than enough that I'm fine with Hyperius. Pinch me, sir. I must be dreaming. I'm waiting. At ease, Alexis. Alright, that's cute. Alright, and then we... Not pivot. Smite. I want to smite you. There. Now she's protecting Zeke and will probably kill the shit out of those guys. Alright. Now... Yeah, as I thought, you guys don't move. And I have to make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So... Putting you right here... Yeah, won't distract from her. Or rather, yeah, Lone Wolf will still be active. Okay. Ouch. That's fine. I think with your increase in attack speed, you do double and kill this guy. Yes, okay. Yeah, let's go, Alexis. That's the power of the weapon triangle, baby. Ouch. For Epistus' sake, Todd. That's the 14th bar this month you've been banned from for life. First of all, it's Toddsworth, not Todd. Second, can you blame me? That idiot was basically begging for me to punch him in the face. Sure, because he had the gall to ask you to stop flirting with his wife. Alright, that's fair. Not right of me to leave him out. But to think he'd still be mad after I poured my heart out to him. I swear, everyone's the same. Absolutely terrible. Gods, I need a drink. Nope. We're getting you out of this town before you end up dead in a ditch. Rude. Well, my dear Yvonne, looks like we've got more trouble on the road. This isn't great. I've got no weapons, and you've no skill in the slightest. What are we to do? Pardon me, are you two alright? You seem to be fleeing. We're good. Just some local authorities. Ignore him. We'd like some help. I'm Yvonne, and the fop is Todd. Toddsworth! Alright then. Stay close to us. Of course! I've got experiences with staves. And Todd here, I'll serenade you. That's a threat. Okay, what are you? Bard? Paragon Ring? Oh! Paragon Ring, doubles experience while carried. Oh! He's the refresh unit. God damn it, the womanizer's the refresh unit. That's like my least favorite archetype in anything. Fuck. Heartbreaking. The best unit type in the game is of the worst archetype in the game. Alright. You know what? Maybe Yvonne's cooler. Yvonne, she, they, a wanderer from Mevian who wishes to see the world. Alright, you're a troubadour. You have troubadour growths. You get live to serve, which is a nice skill. Invert. On player phase, allies within 2 tiles swap which defensive stat they target. How does that even work? Okay, alright, hang on. Let me think about this. So, right now, because Lone Wolf is no longer active, I'm doing 22 damage. Let me see here. But if I, like... Alright, there's much to think about with that. Do I want to save right here? No, I don't think I need to save just yet. I mean, I've barely even done anything. But Zeke is now level 15. Holy fuck, is he level 15? I need to save the game so I keep that level up. And that's a heal. Alexis, just go down here. There's, like, nothing over here that scares Alexis, so she can kind of just run the gambit by herself. Yeah, okay. So let's have you go over here and physics Zeke. Alright, now he's good. Now, since Lone Wolf can be active, yeah, you'll just kill that guy. And because of that, I can have you visit here. Hold on. Item. Yes, Steel Sword's equipped. You're with the kingdom, right? Brilliant! Our town's got a lovely treasure. Problem is, nobody here can use it. Take it off our hands. I swear that'll gouge those Ixtrans real good. Excuse me. Ixtrans and Mevians, thank you very much. I'm killing both of them. Oh, wait, shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait, hold on. This can still be managed. Hold on. Play for you. God damn. He has Kanto Plus? God damn it, and he's, like, really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Man, I'm not using him, alright? Anyways. You. Actually, no, not you. Zacharias deserves a kill. Because he's close to leveling up. Alright, more accuracy. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I just need to move her down to, like, right here. Physic up Zacharias. And then, for the love of God, don't blow everything by putting Damien too close. Do I need Hyperius? Yeah, I'm gonna need Hyperius up there. Alright, the bandits have begun to move. That's not good. Do I actually just keep sending Leela up here? I think the answer is yes. But more importantly than any of that nonsense, now I'll save my game. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. Look at this woman. Almost able to kill in one shot. Wait, since I just saved the game, let's end on a house flavor text. Death's a scary thing, youngster. But if there's any solace to be found within its cold embrace, is that your friends get to keep your stuff. What do you mean that's obvious? I've seen many places. You wouldn't believe how wasteful some people are. Huh. Alright, so this is, I think it's Shadow Dragon Convoy, where dead units' items go into the convoy instead of vanish forever. I'll never have to worry about that, because I'm cool, and no one will ever die under my command. Am I going to use this woman? That's the real question that's in my head.